Hey folks, Dave here with creekbeaterstv. It is February 13th, day before Valentine's Day. It gets you out here a little bit. We're going to go out and do some ice fishing. We're going to try it. I haven't done it in about 20 years. So, we're going to go out and give it a shot. See what we can do, man. Come on, let's go. Huh? I haven't fished here in a few years now.
With me, I came here 20 years ago when this was a hot spot.
Me too. Okay, you go. Well, you always did in the past. You go down the bottom and jig it up and down. Seems like everybody that's coming out here hasn't been here in a long time. I followed these guys in. He says it's the first time they've been here this year, and then that guy that I was just talking to, he says first time he's done it in 20 years, and it's been probably 20 years for me, so easily 20 years. I'll put on the screen the map I used to find out where to fish here. This is about a 8, if I remember right, about an 8-10 foot hole right where I'm at, and then straight across about in through this area to the bank over there. About a 20-some foot hole. I'm kind of thinking that's where I should fish, but everybody's always come to this area. There's only one way to learn, guys. You go out and do it and talk to people. And how it goes. Nerve-wracking to hear gunfire when you're shooting or when you're fishing. Let me tell you, I couldn't remember where my ice fishing poles were, so I am using the little Dock Runner ugly stick that I used in the white bass run videos, so this should suffice. If not, we'll find out. It would really suck being a fish. Live in that. It's about 25 degrees today. So it's not really unbearable, kind of nice. The ice is probably it's well over a foot thick. We haven't really had good ice in the last few years. It really hasn't got too cold to come out here and do this. We're in a bit of a cold snap now. The last couple weeks it's been way below freezing, so figure we come out and give it a shot. It's over a foot thick, so it's a good call. Second this battery dies on this camera, I'll get a bite. I'll be changing batteries when I get the bite. Now you can use electronics on the ice too, and you'll see people have their electronics set up over here with their transducers or what have you down into the hole, and they'll do that scanning for fish, and kind of gives them a little bit of a, I don't know, extra advantage, I guess. I just think I'm not into it. Obviously it's the first time I've gone in 20 years, so ice fishing. So this is something just trying to do to pass the time. I'll tell you what though, guys, you can hit me up in the comments and tell me what it is I could do better, what it is I'm doing wrong, and we can go from there. And maybe this is an art or a craft, I guess, that I could potentially master in the future, and we'll go from there. I know this is how we used to do it, like I said, 20 some years ago. And everybody hit this area right here. There's a hole here about 18 or 8 feet deep, 9 feet deep, a good size hole. But I'm thinking across the way there, at 20-foot hole should be a better hole. I just never have seen anybody fish it. I don't know what I'm missing there, so I guess I'm just following the crowd on this one. By saying that, following the crowd, there's nobody out here, so maybe I should follow that rule. There's nobody here, so fish aren't biting. You never know, though. Now I am using a white jig with a orange tail. People don't normally use jigs. I guess I can't say that. I never used jigs in the past. We always use these things called Swedish pimples. And it's sort of a vertical jig rather than a horizontal jig. Right now what I'm doing is trying to bring the bait up into different columns of the water. See if they're not at different levels. We got a system coming in, supposed to bring us several inches of snow, and right now it's beginning to flurry. Where I'm fishing today, I guess it's technically called the Kokomo Reservoir. It's by the Greentown Bridge here in Greentown, Indiana. Let me show you how the setup is. I got a bucket here. I got my tackle box. This is a skimmer. It's actually something I brought from home. It's for cooking. It's a cooking utensil. Oh, sorry. But they make skimmers that are like dippers with a hole in them. You just knock the ice out of the hole like that. You know, don't be an ice hole when you're fishing. Bucket. Now the bucket, I can turn it upside down and sit on it. And then I'm using it also to just hold the rod. Now, let's go over here and catch a fish for you. That's what's going to happen. short time that he was gone, it already iced up a 1/4 inch or so. Let's see how deep this one is. Yeah, this is close to 20 feet deep here, people. Set this down and explain something to you guys. Do you know how to catch a polar bear? You cut a hole in the ice. Then you put peas, like green frozen peas, around the ice. When the bear comes up to eat the peas, boom, you kick him in the ice hole. That's how you catch a polar bear. I was using a curly tail jig. I'm going to switch over to this little worm, put it on a jig head, rigging it kind of wacky style, like a wacky worm. So the guy said he caught bluegill here, so let's see what happens. Easily 20 feet right there, boy. Woo-wee. Alright, folks. Well, I think it's going to do it for me. Pretty uneventful. Sorry I couldn't bring a little better video to you, but it's going to be kind of a learning video for both of us. You can teach me stuff that you know about ice fishing, and I don't know, maybe I taught you something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I think I'm about to head back. I got a pretty decent walk. So, you know, that's what we're getting under the... That's what I'm getting down there is, like I told you, kind of the wacky worm rig. So, I don't know. Just guess it wasn't meant to be today. Alright, folks. Well, got our butts kicked, man. Went out for about 2.5 hours and didn't get anything, as you saw, I'm sure. But maybe we learned something today. We learned that I don't know what we learned. But I'll tell you this, it doesn't matter. We were out fishing, that's all that matters. And yeah, boy, we just didn't get anything. There was about 7 people out there fishing, and while I was there, and nobody was getting anything. Sorry, my lure came loose. I was fixing it. But there was about 7 people there fishing while I was there. Nobody got anything. That's something I'm gonna have to study on. I'm gonna have to study on how fish move through bodies of water during winter time, because I was in about a 20-foot hole, and I thought that they should have been there near the bottom. You know, I don't have any electronics to show any kind of structure or even the fish or anything, so I'm kind of going blind, you know. But there were some people there, they did have the electronics, and they weren't getting anything either. So a little bit of research, got to do some more studying up on it to see, like I said, to see what the patterns of the fish are in the wintertime and how to find them and all that. So anyway, this would be the time I would like to ask you guys, please, if you haven't done so already, to go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, man. It's been a long winter, and I've been really hard pressed to make videos. Folks, I am not a big fan of the GoPros, man. Whew, maybe I should do that. Start as a an action cam business. I don't know. Anyway, right in the middle of the outro, the GoPro died. So like I was saying, give us a like, subscribe, share, and all that. We appreciate you being here. I've been struggling to come up with videos this winter. Fish weren't biting this winter. Last winter I was catching fish like crazy. I've gone out, I've filmed some fishing trips, but it's just me casting into the water, reeling back in, and not getting anything, and that's boring. So I've been putting together these Bass 101 and Carp 101 and videos, things like that, trying to give us some information on species that we chase. This week is going to be another uneventful video, but it is ice fishing, and it's something different that I haven't done it in a long time. So I'm putting it out there so that you can help me. You can say, hey man, this is how you do it. This is how you locate the fish. This is how you fish, different techniques and so on and so forth, and we'll go from there. So I'm really doing it to get some information from you, get some help from you, and like I say, I'll do some studying on it too. So with that being said, man, thanks for watching. I love you guys, man, and I tell you what, keep God first, and we'll see you next week.
What are you talking about? Creek Beaters TV? That's awesome.